Let's welcome Dr. Wang Huiyao, former China State Councillor and founder and president of the Center for China and Globalization. He joins us from Berlin. Really appreciate you coming on our program today. 60 years of diplomatic relations. Talk about the history behind the China-French relationship.
Yeah, I think that China and France has gone a long way. I mean, General Charles de Gaulle, as many years ago, 60 years ago, has the vision as one of the major Western powers to recognize China at a very early stage. And since then, I think the bilateral relation has really been quite healthy and stabilized. And particularly during the recent number of years, I think China and France has developed a very better understanding. We had President Macron in China. I think President Xi, of course, 5-6 years ago was there, and President Macron come to Beijing and to Shanghai Import Expo, and again President Macron come back for last year visit, very significant, and also President Xi accompanied him to Guangzhou. But what's more, I think there's more that President Xi this time come to Paris, symbolized the 60 years anniversary of diplomatic ties, but also there's many areas that China and France has strong cooperation. You know, that they have a lot of agricultural product, pharmaceutical product, and also cosmetic product are in China. And also they agreed on the nuclear cooperation and third country cooperation. And China and France can work in third countries like in Africa and many other countries. And of course, France is a strong champion for the multilateralism and globalization. I'm a member of the Paris Peace Forum, and the Paris Peace Forum, initiated by President Macron, has been already carried out for 6 years, and China has attended every year, and a strong supporter of this initiative. I think there's many more. There's many common interests and many common perceptions, and certainly France can serve as a very strong bridge between China and European countries, and this is very highlighted by this great visit. Of course, we had German Chancellor visit Beijing also recently. This is, again, China attaches great importance to France and to Europe.
Right. And Europe is seen as a pole between the US and China in terms of trade, isn't it? What role do you think France plays in supporting China's trade relationships in other countries within Europe?
Yeah, China is a great, strong free trade, promoter now, and China, of course, is the largest trading partner with most of the countries in the world, 140 countries particularly, and the EU is one of the largest trading partners with China as well. So I think China is very strong, stand by very strongly for this free market, and also against any unilateral sanctions and also this kind of trade tariff and trade war. I think in many areas that France and China has actually shared a lot of similarities. For example, they all favor more independent strategic autonomy, and also they all favor free trade. And France and China have worked very closely in multilateral areas, in the WTO or in the climate change sphere. That's absolutely. The agreement that reached on Paris, almost a decade ago, that's a very significant milestone in how China and France work together, of course, including US and EU. So in that area, I think China wants to maintain this free trade and against any artificial, government interference into that. And we hope that we can follow those great international rules on the trade. I mean, like particularly WTO, and continue to work very, very strongly in that area.
All right, Dr. Wang Huiyao, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.